Look, I'm sorry, guys. Apparently, a bystander at the McDonald's ratted him out. And normally, I would say snitches get stitches, but obviously without pre-approval, there's really...
Now, this is where we are on a very slippery slope. So as I'm sure you all know, the CEO of United Healthcare was executed a few days ago. Now they went ahead and found the shooter, or who they say was a shooter. Look, I'm not going to get into all the details of that. You can look it up. There's a lot that I find funny about the situation because, anyway, I'm not going into all that. I just have questions. So my main issue is the response from people following the shooting.
I do believe in the sanctity of life, and I think that's why I felt, along with so many other Americans, joy, unfortunately, because it feels like...
Serious?
I mean,
how can this make you joyful? This guy's a husband, he's a father, and he's been gunned down in the middle of Manhattan. Why does that make you joyful?
Thousands of Americans that being murdered. So are the tens of thousands of Americans, innocent Americans, who died because greedy health insurance executives like this one.
So should they all be killed then? Should they all be killed, these healthcare executives? Would that make you even more joyful?
No, that would not.
But why not?
And,
why are you laughing?
I think because it wouldn't fix the system.
You seem to find the whole thing hilarious.
I find your question funny.
A bloke's been murdered in the street. I don't find it funny at all.
This is disgusting. This is where we're on a very slippery slope and have been for a while. The last thing we should be doing is celebrating the death of someone. Was this guy a terrorist? Was this guy some type of mass murderer? To my knowledge, no. Yes, he's the CEO of United Healthcare. A lot of people are saying, oh, they denied my mother, they denied my cousin. Let me put it this way. Do you eat at McDonald's? Do you drink soda? Do you eat a bunch of processed foods and Gatorade, Powerade, all that stuff, right? Do the CEOs know of the ingredients that are harming children and causing people to be obese? Do the CEOs know about the ingredients in McDonald's food that can lead to obesity? Yes, they do. So are we going to go out there and find the CEO of Coca-Cola, find the CEO of McDonald's, find all these people who are at the helm of these organizations and hold them accountable? Is that what we're going to do? No. That's not what we're going to do. At the end of the day, people are running these companies at much lower levels than CEOs, regardless of what happened. Taking someone's life and then people celebrating that is never okay. Because at the end of the day, this person had a family. This person had children. This person had people that were looking for him to be around for Christmas. So what are you going to say? Well, the people who got denied coverage had families too, and they're not here. But is that his direct fault? Did he directly look into every case file of every person all across the U.S. and specifically say, no? Did he do it firsthand? I highly doubt he did. The response that people have put out there, this is very much reminiscent of the movie Last Supper.
Actually, I'm suing the school because they're violating my constitutional rights of privacy by making sexual education mandatory for graduation. Sexual education and free condoms sends the message to kids my age that they should be having premarital sex.
Don't you ever have any of those feelings? And it can be really nice.
But that curiosity isn't human nature, but rather your generation's lower standard of morality that has put my generation at risk. I see a great danger in the world, and I want to stop it. Yet we have to get back to family values in this country.
Last Supper is about a group of liberals who decide to invite people who are right-leaning, heavy right, maybe some people they would even call extremists. They decide to invite them to a dinner and try to get them to change their minds about their political or social beliefs. And if they are unable to do that, they poison them. No one should lose their life because of anything political, anything social, or anything like that. But we're on a slippery slope because with movies like this and people celebrating the death of the CEO, I can easily see people being like the liberals in this movie that feel that taking someone out is saving the world. This world is so much better without this person being here that we're going to go ahead and execute this person and celebrate. That is never good, and that is where we're on a slippery slope. No one has the right to take someone's life thinking that they're saving the world. What about Daniel Penny? He took someone out, to save someone's life. This guy had a knife. What about Derek Chauvin? First of all, I don't think Derek Chauvin, anyway, that's a whole nother story. I personally don't think Daniel Penny or Derek Chauvin meant to execute these two guys. However, there are situations where it calls for people to be executed to save lives. someone's political beliefs and then being a CEO of a healthcare company and denied your relative is not the same thing. Because if this was your relative, even if your relative is this exact guy, say you are related to this guy, how would you feel if under every social media post that talks about the death of your relative, your brother, your cousin, your dad, say you're his kids, how would you feel to open up a social media page where there's YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, whatever, and see these comments that are celebrating the death of your loved one? Whether he was part of inside trading or whatever they said he was a part of, he was someone's loved one. At the end of the day, he did not take the time to individually look at every case file all across the world and say, deny, deny, deny. CEOs don't have a hand in every aspect of everything every day. They don't have that kind of time. Look, anyone whose family suffered because no coverage, whatever, I feel bad for you. Pray for God to put all those pieces back together. But celebrating the death of someone is the pinnacle of evil. We don't need a bunch of people going around being vigilantes thinking that they can go ahead and have revenge on people who they feel wronged them.
We need some black vigilantes.
That's right.
People want to jump up and choke us and kill us for being loud. How about we do the same when they attempt to oppress us?
Right.
I'm tired.
Matthew 24:12 says, because iniquity abounds, the love of many shall wax cold. And that is what we're seeing. The love of many is definitely cold right now. People are cold-hearted. People are on this revenge tour. We need to pray for God to take over this country, because celebrating the death of someone is probably the most evil thing that you could do.
It's 1909. You're in Austria, and you're alone with a young artist named Adolf Hitler.
Mm-hmm.
Do you kill him? Do you murder him there, even though he hasn't done anything yet? Because you know you'll save all those millions of people.